could never drink and lose my fucking consciousness. I was too much of a control freak to lose my mind.
Yeah, that's why I never done hallucinogenics or LSD or mushrooms and all that type of thing, man, because that very same thing, I didn't want to be, out of control.
Yeah. Well, I loved all that stuff, but, that stuff made me feel normal, tell you the truth. Oh, sad.
It does for a lot of people, brother.
Right. No, the drinking, though, that will bring a person. I can't believe that shit is legal and it's one of the worst.
And they know that. That's why it's legal.
Yeah. Well, because
Bring back
all
prohibition.
that stuff used to be, what is it, like the first drug or whatever.
Yeah.
God damn it. I put these cabinets down because I seen even after the third cycle, that one broke, and then this one has a little wave in it, and I'm just like, or no, it was this one that I clamped. I should have, oh, look at that, did hold it. Now if I get it put down. See, I need to make a kiln is what I need.
Yeah.
Because then I could throw it in there, and especially with pine, because pine, you got to kill the beetles in there. And then I could rehydrate it and then dry it again, and then it would take most of the fuckery out of it. They sure look nice, though, but...
Looks beautiful.
I got to get this done. She's supposed to move in on the 16th of last month.
Oh, Lord, and here's you're giving yourself a month to get it done.
Yeah. Yeah, so... Well, I don't fucking know. We got the carriage house over there, but nobody's going in there till the 16th of next month. So, I mean, really, I got that long, but... Oh, if I just tell myself she's got a week, then, I just play tricks on myself. So how about this? I was driving to town yesterday with that 1 ton, and as soon as I pulled out the driveway, that thing just started shaking. But only after 45 miles an hour. And if you pedal the throttle a little bit when you're going, it will kind of alleviate some of that. So it must be a drive shaft issue. So
yeah, drive shaft or prop shaft.
Yeah, or because it's an extended cab, so it's got a double rear drive shaft. There's like a knuckle in there. I forget what it's called.
Yeah.
Carrier bearing.
Is it a UV? Okay, not a UV joint.
Yeah, it's a carrier bearing, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
What the fuck is that wet down there now?
Look at the sky here, Tom.
Clear as shit.
For a single, we haven't actually been sprayed today.
Well, I got a feeling they're gonna get to the bottom of a lot of this one way or another, but
yeah, slightly. The sound's just glitching out a little bit there, bro. It's just a little bit robotic, echoey.
I'll have to move that. I got one more of those round things, but I don't know where the hell I... Everything planted already. Nothing in our sky today.
It's nice and blue
But
today,
it's
bro.
windy as shit. It's windy as shit here.
Yeah, we've got a bit of wind here too, man, but, you know, overall it's pretty nice. Yep, man. It's around 75 here. Look at the move. I'm gonna have to go back in shortly. My damn battery's in there. Your camera's frozen, Tom. You're glitching really bad. Here we go, we're coming back. They can take a picture of your registration from space, but they can't make a fucking Wi-Fi signal travel 30 feet. Underhand, overhand? We can't have no underhanded tactics. Come on. Well, I can see. Yes, I can see your. Yeah, we all like dried tomatoes.
This one here. I got popped and left it.
What's not to love? Here we go. The beast.
The beast. What does that say? Watch out when this fucking guy's on the seat.
Stand the fuck back.
You know, people can make big money just off these fucking things.
Yeah, I've seen them.
Look at that. That'd be a beautiful bowl. This was that bird's eye burl too, but I'm just gonna leave it in here until I start seeing a crack on this face. There's a way to hydrate and dry these. You can see
Good on, mate.
the bark is separating. I got another one right there that's already cut down, and that's both maple. Man, I want to do in here like I got. I don't want to do something. That's the thing.
Timber like that is expensive here at the moment. They use it above the fireplaces and stuff, you know, mantle pieces and things, man.
Oh yeah, it's expensive everywhere.
I think wood is dearer than steel here at the moment.
Yeah, probably. Yes, probably. Oh boy. I don't even got my phone holder over here.
My phone's telling me I need to put some charge into it. I'm on 12%.
Right. I don't know where I'm gonna start here. I'm waiting for a call back on this carpeting. I went and priced carpet the other day, and it was $800 for the cheapest piece of shit carpet I could find, but that was without the padding.
Okay.
So I said, hang on, because my buddy had told me he can get me some carpet because they own a flooring business. His dad started a flooring business back in the day. So I texted him and said, I'm ready for my flooring 3 years later.
Well, I watch a channel on here called Eagle Nick Audits, and he's in Dalton, Georgia, and he says it's the carpet capital of, your country. I don't know how far you are from it.
Oh, yeah. Everybody says they're the carpet capital. You know how that goes, man. That's propaganda number one. We are
Kashmir.
We are the cat's asshole.
Welcome to our world of flying carpets.
Yeah. Believe me. No, believe me. That one's got a little bit of a crook in it. I might have to re-glue these one more fucking time. They're gonna be all at 2-inch boards. What a shame. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut them all up. I got the press over there all jigged up, so I can put the hinge. I was having a break.
Sound's gone. You've hit mute. Camera's gone. Sound's gone. We're all gone.
Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. But I made this jig. My brain just had a seizure or something the other day. So I made this jig. I actually bought this bit when I bought all my hinges. It's a really good setup. But it comes with this plastic. Everything's fucking plastic,
But everything's plastic. What? Plastic pieces with fucking metal saws and drills and goodness knows. Come on.
Right. So I set it all up here like a real man. Put a jig in it. I would like to get electric, whatever the fuck you call for this someday.
Winder.
So it'll do a winder thing. But now I just set this, and now I could just drill it out, and I can do both sides.
We would nice to have an electric winder upperer.
Yeah, auto feed or whatever. So I don't know where I was going with that. Fucking doctor called. They're fucking me around over here too. Oh yeah, we'll do this, we'll do that. Okay. Sure you will.
Sure they will. They get paid handsomely for the privilege.
As long as the insurance company says it's okay, we'll do it. But who the fuck are they, Fuck them.
Money, baby. It comes down to the price. Your life has a price.
And all these people that go out there and pay for car insurance and all that shit, full coverage, they have to because it's part of the fucking language of, hey, I'm gonna borrow this fuck money and you can get insurance off of them.
Hidden plastic, hidden extras.
It's crazy, man.
It's all a tax. It's all a scam.
If you pay any kind of insurance, I don't give a fuck what it's for. If you don't use it at the end of the year, you should get fucking most of it back. Then these young people would be able to afford a fucking house, They're fucked. They're so fucked they don't even realize. Or maybe they do. That's why they drink and drug so much.
That's right. To numb the reality that doesn't matter how much you work your cock off this day and age, it'll get taken from you.
Yep. And to know you're never going to get ahead, and then to realize you went through all that college and got in debt to these cunts, and you may not ever get a job in that field, and if you do, it's not going to pay very well because you got 20 guys going for it or girls.
Oh, there's people in my country with law degrees and they've got 30, 40, 50,000 pound debts, and they're waiting tables in London because they can't get a job in law because they have zero experience.
Yep. My ex-wife went into the social work field, and at the time and now in the US, social work is needed more than anything else because
It always has been.
People's feelings, dude. What?
Well, there is huge profit in mental health. That's why it's pushed in the way that it is. Hey, Kayla.
It's so crazy. Whatever happened to going behind the barn and fighting it out and then buying each other a beer afterwards?
That still happens right now to this day in my town. Although it's slowed down somewhat. We used to be in the Guinness Book of Records for having the most public houses in a square mile, most bars.
Yeah.
And it caused damn mayhem.
I'll tell you what, in this town, the only bar is right across from the fucking cop shop.
Perfect. They haven't got far to drag your ass.
Yep. Craziness.
DUI.
I feel sorry for the youth in this country that are never going to have. The only way they're going to have something is if daddy and mommy get them a loan to go further in debt. And then they're going to have to pay this unreasonable amount of taxes on it that will probably put them out of the house before their fucking time. Because they're saying a fucking $100,000 house is worth $400,000 now.
Yeah. Well, when you look closely at the word mortgage, it's spelt mortgage, and anything mort, like mortuary, is death, and gauge is grip. So you've got a death grip around your throat for 35 years when you sign up for one of these damn things.
I was telling my dentist yesterday, I'm like, I went through a divorce and lost 2 houses. She got 1.5 of them, basically, and then I had to rebuild my house. And I said, because I'm a builder, I had bought the land. I borrowed money from a friend. I didn't buy it from a bank, because I knew I was getting money. So I said, hey, let me borrow X. He gave me the money. I bought this land and I built this place before I even got my settlement for my own fucking property, And she's like, what? So you own it? I'm like, yeah, I own everything I have. I own. That's the only reason I'm alive right now, because if I would have went through all that shit and had all this debt, I wouldn't be here right now. I guarantee you that.
You better believe it.
Because that shit was...
We're susceptible as well. Men at our age are the most in the average number of men to commit carry, put a bullet in the mouth because of the pressure and stress of going through divorces and losing kids and goodness knows, and the stress of paying for it all. And men are mostly susceptible at our age. Yeah,
well, the thing is you blood, sweat, and tears to be taken from you by a different entity that knows nothing about you.
An unknown source, that's right. Someone you can't stand and fist fight with.
Exactly. I wouldn't have put a bullet in my own mouth unless I would have been down to my last bullet, But
exactly.
It's unbelievable, these fucks. And they just keep going.
Hey, Miranda, good to see you. Happy Friday to you too.
Just keep on going. And then just like renting this fucking apartment out, It's just it's crazy. Like they're entitled to a piece of that fucking money. What?
Like like they built it.
Yeah. Well, you got to pay tax and you got to get a special permit and this and that. Well, no, not if I'm only say she's my roommate and she's going to pay me for 2 rooms. Pay me.
That's right.
And if she ain't got it, she better fucking oil up.
That's right. I'll get a damn shovel in her hand.
You know? That's just...
Get sweeping, baby. Jack Wall was good to see you, bro. I'm well, thank you, Miranda. I hope you are too, my girl. How are you, Tom Mandy wants to know.
I'm great, always. Anytime
If
I'm
we're all,
alive.
listen, if me and brother Tom are up here bitching, you know we're good, eh?
Yep. You know what's
I have
crazy
a roommate.
If I rent 2 rooms here for $1,400, that's actually a deal. That's a deal.
Exactly.
Anywhere in town, just to stay there is $1,400. Then you got heat, you got electric, you got
Bills.
all
Yeah.
the shit.
Yeah.
They want you to have fucking homeowners insurance or renters insurance, all these things.
Mm-hmm. Not when we're family, though, because they can be sister-in-laws and all sorts, can't we?
You know, and this girl's got a college degree and she's still struggling.
Absolutely. And that's why she's struggling, because she has a college degree, because she's indoctrinated, not educated.
And here I am, the ex-convict. And I was making more than a lot of doctors in town. I don't know.
Doctors practicing in their practice. We voluntarily walk in their practice to be practiced upon. You know, there's no cure there. They're treating a symptom. They're not looking at what's causing the symptom, and you're just paying to relieve a symptom. And they know that shit, you know. And that's why they are purveyors of snake oil, and that's why they take a secret oath of allegiance to these pharmaceutical companies, who in turn sell.
Yeah, they're all buddies.
Snake oil. My battery's going, man. I gotta plug my damn battery in, man.
You need a longer cord. I gotta figure out why this. Oh! Dropping my wood.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on keeping on. Just don't panic. That's the key. It's always gonna be the key. Just don't panic. Oh, I gotta clean this shit.
Relax. It's only an advert. Relax. I'm great at home cleaning while my daddy's having his colonoscopy procedure. Oh, lovely. I'd rather him than I, Mandy. I'm glad for him. I need a blunt and something to stick into it. Oh, Jack. I would willfully and gladly break bread with your brother if he was closer.
Yeah.
I've had to come indoors, man. You've dragged me in from the sun because my damn phone needs charging. Piece of shit.
Yeah, you gonna be done here or what?
No, I'll hang around with him. I've come inside, that's what I'm saying. I'm sitting in the glorious weather out here. Very seldom do we have it. And because of your sorry ass wanting to come up here and bitch and whinge with my sorry ass bitching and whinging, I've had to come indoors to do it, bro, and plug this fucking shitty device in.
There's only one thing I really look forward to in this life, and that's getting old and telling the fucking kids to get off my lawn, you know?
Exactly, man. Growing old disgracefully. You can get to a certain age and tell everybody to get the fuck off your lawn and get away with it, you know?
Quit scaring the fucking chickens and the ducks.
Wait on the roommate to wake up 5 to get down to the dispensary today. Very nice, Jack. We were supposed to have his colonoscopy last week, but the laxatives didn't work thoroughly. Told him it was too full of shit. For goodness sake, Miranda, that's why do we need to know about this today? Okay.
We don't.
But anyway, good luck having a colonoscopy. I hope they're using coffee.
Yeah. Cheers to that.
Absolutely.
So, I think I found on that. I gotta go mess with that hinge. I've never put these hinges on before, so when I did that the other day, I was having a little bit of trouble. So I gotta figure that out. But I
You
believe
did. You
those
made me smile, Miranda. You always make me fucking smile, you crazy ass.
Crazy for feeling so
fucking lonely and so blue. But what can you do when you got no friends and you stink of poo?
So when I went to pick those cylinders up the other day, I found out that guy, he's in a band as well, and this and that. So I'm sitting on the chair, and they're putting them cylinders back together because they had to swap the rams because they put the wrong one in the wrong one. And I'm looking up on the shelf, and there's a brand new black thing with these round beads on it. And I thought it was part of a Noga, like what I got my phone hooked into. And we got to talking. I'm like, what the hell is that? And he's like, oh, you're not going to believe that. I was dumpster diving one day, and there was a box of fucking toys in there, and them are anal beads. I said, what the fuck? But he's got a bunch of little shit all over the shelves of different stuff. And of course, my eyes were drawn to those, eh?
And you thought you were going to make yourself a necklace out of it, eh?
Well, I thought it was for a Noga, you know? I was in a machine
Good to
shop.
see you, Larry. Welcome in, brother.
I was like, no, I found them. They're brand new. They were in the garbage. Well, I hope they're new.
Yeah, no worries, Mandy. We all go through these times, don't we, my girl? We all go through these times. It's all gravy, you know? I knew where he was going with that, don't you worry. I know he wasn't going to say they were fucking rosary beads. Anyways, great to see you, Larry. Thanks for coming by, bro. You know we love you.
I actually thought about going to town and getting a sticker for my bike. I didn't drive it at all last year or the year before. It's only got 2,800 miles on the goddamn thing.
Well, if the weather's there, why not? Okay, Jack, brother.
Well, the why not is because if I go over 6 miles, my back hurts. And I got to stand up. And I'm like, fuck. I even put a different seat on that bike, and it still kills my back.
Well, don't go no further out than 3 miles.
Yeah. Matter of fact, the last real ride we went on, it was me and Robin and her sister and her brother-in-law, and it dropped down that night. None of us had jackets, and on the way back home, it got down into the 30s.
Fresh on a bike, bro.
Holy fuck.
I'd have made her ride. I'd sit behind.
Oh, man. Well, her sister and her brother, he's in his 70s and she's in her 60s. So it was like,
Lord.
holy fuck.
Oh, Lord.
We were stopping at every gas station. Fuck.
Well, I hope you're not talking from experience, Mandy. I hope you've read that in a book because I have no clue. You're informing us of this. The person using the beads, Tom, is going to need a rosary. Those things possess you from the inside, allegedly.
Well, the problem with me is I always get carried away and I'll try to start you like a fucking chainsaw.
Exactly that, brother. We think everything's two-stroke, and that thing's got it needs to be yanked out like a starting mechanism. Exactly.
You'd end up with a reverse.
I think that's where the saying comes from: "No guts, no glory."
Yeah, well, it'd be all guts. You look like a reverse sock when I was done.
Or have I been using them incorrectly? Miranda, we have no idea what on earth you've been up to. I knew what he was going to say. Listen, I am fucking 34 years old. You can't get to this age without knowing what someone's going to say next. Thanks for remaining silent, brother. Coffee. Oh, yeah, I could do with a coffee myself, Jack, bro. In fact, I'm going to do a roll and I'm going to do a coffee after I've eaten my satsuma that I've stood on. So, satsumas are obviously always better once you've stood on them, they're easier to peel. Well, I'm sorry you're disappointed about the conversation, Jack, because Tom's invited me up here and then abandoned us and fucking ignored us. So it's a bit one-sided at the moment, but I'm sure he'll be back when he hears us. Say no more, he's here, look, shush now.
You're talking about your beads again? I'll video it.
Junior's desk, oh Lord.
$23. That must be that door.
That's one of today's 7 a day.
Well, see if we can get you guys in a different location.
And get some damn charge into this phone so I can go out. Well, 7% fucking Lord.
You gotta start these things every once in a while to keep the batteries good. My son told me, Dad, you're losing your touch. He said, you gotta fix my chessboard. So apparently, I put these on and they were a little bit too long. I don't know if you can see that warp, but look at this.
See. Okay.
So I got to cut these off. The problem is the way I did it. Yeah, I don't, because this is end grain, maybe everything shrunk. I don't know what happened. It's obviously because of moisture, but so I think what I'm gonna do is recut this and probably redo this edge. But he just couldn't play it anymore. He's like, I'm not playing on there. It's broken.
Oh Lord,
Little prick.
he must get his exacting standards from his mama.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's okay. You gotta have some kind of standard.
It's just a shame mine and yours are so damn low.
Hey, that's the biggest killer in the U.S. today is having a standard set by yourself.
Exactly.
Don't ask me how I know. Well,
because it's something that you shall never fucking attain.
Well, or if you attain it, then you're going to want other people to attain it. And that's just not logical. That's just not logical. I got to cut these down. I was having a problem with this the other day. I don't know if this blade... I got to
Have you seen them new saws now and they won't cut you? The blade drops into the table if it touches you.
Those are for fucking pussies.
We know this, but I'm just saying, have you seen them? But then it wrecks your fucking motor and everything. It may have saved your finger, but your saw's fucking wrecked.
Yeah, they're pretty neat. I mean, I could have used it a couple times, but I never lost any digits, you know, especially this one. Got me right there. And then I got another half a smiley face here, and I had this Vietnam vet. This thumb, there's a picture on my page somewhere of this. And he's like, "Here, I'll fix it." And I said, "Here," because he was a vet in Vietnam, and he was the medic. So I'm like, "All right," and he grabbed it, and because he was old and twitchy, he pulled it apart first, and I was just like, "Ah, you fucker!" He's like, "Quit being a pussy and give me that tape." I fucking laid on the floor, went into hot sweats. I'm like, "You fucker, you ain't." No wonder them fuckers never came back from Vietnam.
I've got a friend here. He comes into my chat called Steve. You might have seen him in there. He's a guitar player as well. And last year he's got one of them table saws like that, and he was making himself some window frames for an outdoor shed that he's made. And he's cut his little pinky finger off, half of that one and half of his pussy finger, and just skimmed the top of his other one. And so he's had to learn to play it's on his chord hands. He's had to learn to play different chords now.
I've heard you talk about him. I had a friend of mine's buddy. He was working for a company, and I don't know, but he cut these fingers off on a radial arm saw, like I got sitting right here. He cut down into himself, and that's not how you're supposed to.
Whoa, that's right. You cut down and back away. That's right.
Yeah. Well, it caught, and it got all three of these, and they gave him $100,000, and within the year he blew all that money, and then he was ass out. You know.
Lord, man.
Like if that had happened to me, the first thing I would do is buy a fucking little piece of land with a trailer on it or something. Then you're getting something back. You know, people are just blowing their mind. I mean, I'd live in a camper first. I would never pay rent. Never. That's what kills
What do you think I'm doing when I get my damn boots on the soil?
Exactly.
I'll sang for food.
You know, the country's too goddamn big to say there ain't a way.
I'll be your chief sweeper upperer.
Hey, whatever it takes, you know. There's a reason I'm still here, and it's because I would do whatever the fuck it took.
Like, that's reminded me, Mandy's asking, did he take his fingers with him? They couldn't save it. But a few years back, when I was a lad, you know, in my 20s, I was in a bar, and a big fight broke out. And one of the lads in there got the top of his ear bitten off. And they cleared the bar out. The police came and the ambulance came and stuff because there was a few casualties. And one of the ambulance medics, they found the top of this ear on the floor, and they picked it up and they said to him, you know, We found your ear. And he said, no, that's not mine. Mine had a cigarette behind it.
That's good shit right there. Mine had fucking a doobie behind it.
Oh, it made us laugh, because it was all drunken, man, and that was his attitude towards it,
Right, right.
Hence, was fighting in the first place because that was the crazy ethic. There was just no fucks given,
Well, when I was younger, that's all we did was fight. You never
Exactly.
You never were completely comfortable because your buddy would want to fight you that night. So it was always a little, well,
That's
who
right.
am I going to fight tonight?
You've been looking at my girl.
It could be it could be anything. Remember that shit you said the other week? That's what alcohol does, brings out all that shit.
That's right.
And I was always
and drunken lips speak a true heart.
Yeah, well, I was always the youngest and the smallest, so I was fucking fighting for my life.
Fighting for your life every damn day, that's right, because it's always you getting sent to the shop.
Yeah. They would pick on the small guy. Or otherwise it would be, go punch that dude for me, the biggest guy would say.
Yeah, that's right.
So I don't wanna. No, you're doing it. Fuck. Okay, hold my beer. And then, it's like you said the other day, your reputation follows you. And I tell you what, I've ran into guys that were like, you did this to me. And I'm like, I don't remember that, but I'm sorry. Yeah. I'm sorry.
It both follows you and precedes you.
Yeah.
In both good and bad ways. Real question though, what happens to the pieces if you forget and they're just laying at the scene?
Say this again.
Mandy's asking, what happens to the pieces if you forget and they're just laying at the scene?
Well, it don't matter then if you forgot.
You don't even know what the hell you're doing there.
Yeah. Have you watched my channel at all?
Come on now, what's the favorite game?
Hey, I forget. I don't even know where these fucking pieces are, but I'm still going, right?
We'll make them fit, bro. They will go somewhere.
They will fit somewhere. I don't even know where my pencil is. All right, we got to play the game. Where the fuck is the pencil?
I've just mentioned that game, and here we are playing the damn thing.
Well, I was kind of playing it for the last 20 minutes here, but I wasn't telling nobody. I was shy about
it. In case we got up in our fifis with you. Hey, Knuckle, good to see you, bro.
I can't.
Have you seen them those fucking slingshots that Knuckles is making out now? I'll tell you what, they are just something else, man. They are such superb quality. You'll think they've been machine made, and my man's knocking them out in his fucking garage.
Oh yeah, he's got that down to a science.
Hasn't he just, man? Fair play to you, Knuckle. My fucking absolute. I'll tip my hat to you, sir.
See, I try not to do shit that good, otherwise people will want it,
They're going to want one, exactly. I want one. They're fucking awesome, man.
Yeah. He already said he was going to do something for me, but I'm not. My standards aren't very high, and I know that he'll forget because he's old. So I'll just.
Hear that? So Quantum Reality is saying, I know a guy that cut his thumb off, and it wasn't repairable, so they cut one of his toes off and mounted it for a thumb.
Yep, I did that with my pee-pee. They call me thumbsies for a reason.
Old fingers and thumbs.
It ain't very long, but she's wide. Where in the hell?
Yeah.
All these fucking pencils. I'm gonna start using crayons. Ooh, them look fucking delicious, don't they? All the colors.
I like the yellow ones.
I
suffered that as well, Tom. I've only got a little now, bro, but I've got 18 stone to knock it in with.
Exactly. All these fucking expensive pencils I buy, and you think I could keep one? Well, I guess I'm gonna use this old. Now I gotta sharpen it though. So,
Where's the blade? Where the fuck's the blade? Let's play it, baby.
oh,
Taking giving her a thumbs up to a new level. That's right, Mandy. Grab her like a damn bowling ball.
I did get one room painted the other day. I got all the electrical done besides the Cat 5 wires and that.
Awesome. Got us a stubby.
Where in the hell did I do with the pencils? Oh, no, there's a knife. That ain't a knife. This is a knife. All right, we can get something done with that. See, fucking brought me all the way upstairs for this shit now. Damn.
We knew it was up here, didn't we? I'm okay, thank you, Knuckle. I'm just waiting for my date for my surgery. They've told me May. We're halfway through it and I'm still not had it. I'm anxious, I'm wound up, I'm pissed off. I want to get it behind me and done.
Yep.
How are you, brother? I hope you're well. Yellow or lemon? Larry says the yellow ones are lemon. That's not. They're my favourite as well, Larry.
Well, I thought they were star fruit.
Yeah. Not too bad. Good man.
If you don't make the little noise, it's not going to sharpen up good for you. All right. So, what do we have here? I don't even know what size. This must be for that longer one. 24.
24. Was I supposed to be 22 and a half?
No, that was probably the length, but this is width.
Not. That's the last time I tuned in.
Yeah, width. But I changed everything because of some reason.
Because you fucked up.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck is what here. We're just going to straight line all these and then we'll figure it out after. And some of these are so crooked, I might have to cut them a few times and glue them back together. Because my problem is I use shitty lumber to try to do this. But I thought I was a magician.
Knock on wood, Mandy. Yeah, for sure, quantum reality. My little friend, my best friend, I just buried him last year, man. He was only a little guy, but fuck me, man. The little twat would grab something and fucking jab you in the throat with it. He was deadly. He knew he didn't have weight to thump you and stuff, so he would use something to bring you down, you know?
Do you talk to Paz from Australia?
Australia. Yeah.
So yesterday I said on there, because he's always jabbering with his buddies and that, I said, hey, what's the biggest problem in your country with the youth, you know? And is way off from what I was thinking. He said, people got to stop stabbing each other over here. I was like, damn, well, that's kind of the same as here, except for they use guns more here. And I'm like, well, how do you solve that? How do you stop that from happening? I mean, what do you guys think? And they don't know, you know? And it come down to fragiles. Quit being so fucking fragile, motherfuckers. They're letting these arrangements of letters create a word, and somehow that fucking word hits you in the feelers.
That's right, because it's
No
casting
wonder
a spell
social work
against
is
you.
needed.
That's right, bro.
Fucking
That's
nuts.
right. It's prolific in my country. It's illegal here to own a gun. It's illegal here to own a knife as well, man. And you know, you can't carry in the street. You can't do anything because the amount of deaths here, and it's gone up tenfold the last 10 years or so. It's rampant here, stabbings and killings.
Well, and the reason I started saying that was because the whole world is fucking mad, you know?
Yeah, but it's by
Most
design,
of
bro. This isn't people just going at it because we feel like it. This is all generated and ramped up by design
yeah,
through media platforms.
it's a ripple effect from poverty, and it's fucking sad because nobody should be in that predicament.
How do you control a crowd? You
You
control their
invent,
fees. If you can get into their fees, you can control them, and that's what's going on in the world today.
yeah, well, you invent the Bible and all this other shit so the fucking person that knows he's never gonna get nothing can have something, and then
That's
you
right.
use that as a tool to dictate to get more for you. It's all
That's right.
fucked.
The church is the richest corporation on earth, man, and they're always going to have an hole in the roof.
And then you create cops for those few that fucking rebel to make steadfast that you're going to be safe. So the cops are only for the rich.
That's right, of course, and that's why the cop was invented, to protect them from the Gentiles. That's what it's for, and that's why they have to take an oath of allegiance, and it's to the crown. They take an oath of allegiance to the crown in my country, not to the people. You know,
And
and
that's why
you guys are under the same governance.
and that's why in America and probably other places, but just I know more about America because I'm fucking here, you know. But they're most of these fucking pigs that are out on the street don't even know the laws or the
No,
fucking constitution that they are
no,
supposed to withhold. They don't
uphold.
even
That's
know
right.
nothing about it.
They're not taught the law for one reason, though, bro. We know that. That's for the lawyers. So
Yeah.
that's for the lawyers to come and talk their lawyer bullshit. You
That'd be
know,
like me being a
these goons
builder.
out on the street, they're just henchmen of the gang that are dragging you in, and they'll think of charging you with something after they'll talk all that legal jargon language to tie you the motherfucking up so you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that'd be like me coming to your house to build you a house and I don't know how to do the footings. What the fuck?
Exactly. Well, this is basically what's going on at the moment. I'm going to come to your yard this afternoon, and I'm going to hand you a picture of me, and I need you to display it in your living room window and in your car. And if I happen to come past at any stage and that photo has been removed, and you're not displaying that photo of me in your car or your house, I'm going to take your car and your house off you.
Yeah, it's crazy, wild.
And whilst I've got that photo in your window, you're also going to pay me $100 a week for your own safety and for your own well-being. Listen, this is all for you. I'm doing this for your well-being,
Yeah,
brother. Okay.
this is all for you.
This is for your best interests, okay? And I'll be around each Friday for collections. And if it's not myself, it'll be one of my men.
Isn't that nuts? It's gonna
And
be
that's
a lot.
what's happening right now. That's what's happening right now. That's right. Black eye.
I'm gonna straight line all these. And then we're gonna go over to the joiner, make them flat, flip them, and then cut them aside.
All right, Monday. You see? Beautiful day. Lovely sunny sky. Plug it back in, man. I'm low on battery. I've got his next in. Don't want to be on a ladder right now. Too short to reach. Oh, Lord. Yeah, you need someone holding your ladder for you, my girl. I've got to go pick up the strawberry and mow the yard. YQR, thank you for coming in, bro. Good to see you again. Catch up soon, bro.
I think I need a new. I might have to go to the sawmill and get my other square, because this one, what the fuck's the deal with it? I don't trust it. So, this thing, we gotta cut this one out. I gotta cut this one here. And then we gotta add a piece in here.
It's still on. I love it.
20 is the target here. Oh, mama, I'm in fear for my life from the storm of the law.
Damn dog, man. Got me a damn leak. Standard shit, man. Mo. What's the other one? Good girl.
Oh, yeah, that'll work. That'll be there. So we gotta bring this. Which ones can? Oh, we gotta do this one still too. These cabinets are my nemesis. That's straight lined already. It looks like it. Friday today, they tell me. Friday. Because it's Friday. It's Nacho's birthday party online or something.
Oh, don't be fucking Eddie, man.
Nacho Libre's birthday party on, what to call it?
Oh, okay. What's that, Tom? Mo?
Is Mo having an episode or what? She's like, Dad, where the fuck are you?
Or what, or what?
I gotta cut this quick.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to figure out which one of these go to where here pretty soon.
Say what? Say what?
I'm gonna have to figure out which one of these cabinets go to where here pretty soon.
Take your baby. Take Major. Back upstairs. Back upstairs. Back upstairs. Back downstairs. It keeps us young, Thomas.
Eh?
It keeps us young, brother.
Yeah. I got a real fucking dumbass mess that I'm going through. I don't know why I did it like this, but I'll never do this again, I'll tell you that much. Normally I set it up so everything goes in line, but when this wood started cracking and being shitty, then it was just a scramble to try to do the least amount of work with what I got already done.
Here she is.
Who do we got going here? Nicole, what's up, you son of a bitch, you? Well, so far we got one for sure from the internet crowd coming for 4th of July.
Who we got?
Huh?
Who's coming?
Sure, you had to put me under the gun. I'll have to look and see.
Okay.
But I'm sure we're going to have a lot of people, but so far just one from the interwebs.
Okay. Handsome fucker and grumpy fucker. Hey, you're being called handsome and I'm being called grumpy, I can only assume.
Well, you know, it could be worse, I guess, you know. Could always be worse. We could be fucking getting our makeup and doing our hair and heading to work, you know.
I was just about to check my vanity mirror as we speak.
You know, like that gangbanger was teasing me the other day about my eyebrows, like I never been teased before. You can't be this fucking pretty and not get teased your whole fucking life, you know?
The damn sure. Oh my god.
And they asked me if I ever did a push-up in my entire life. Oh, right in the clicker it got me. Right here in the clicker.
Right up in there, bro.
But that goes back to our previous conversation where all these weak fucking minded pricks, you know, they're still in their youth and 40 years old, still acting like children. You're not gonna troll a troll, man. You're not gonna.
Doing push-ups with that. Anyways.
Well, I guess I'm down to. We gotta put these on the joiner. I really don't cut them down and glue them again, but some of them might need it. You know what? We're gonna go ahead and do this. Oh, fuck! Hey, I forgot this.
Ow! Hang on a minute.
I forgot this is not my magnetized one. Oh! Ow! Okay. I'm gonna have to go write.
Hi, Kayla.
Let's go. We're gonna go write these numbers down for the 5th time.
I did say back up, back down, back up, tape measure, back up, back down, baby. Here we go. Keeps us young.
Son of a bitch.
Here we go.
Up, down, up, down.
I don't know what I've been told.
Eskimo pussy is mighty cold. Alright, let's see if we can figure this fucking shit out. I used to have an old chair like this, and it actually was a recliner, so this part would like do a weird pop out, and it was probably worth a lot of money, but it got burned. This thing is still tacky. Fuck! I don't know what happened. Maybe maybe it just got too old and it just don't work no more. I'm trying to just leave it as long as possible so I don't gotta tear it out, but I don't know why it's still tacky.
You're not putting no heat on up in there.
Well, I did to get the bubbles out, but it's 70 degrees in here, so it should be hard. It should have been hard the first fucking night. Maybe third night.
Yeah, for sure. It's been a minute, hasn't it? Let's be honest, you know.
Well, that jug of stuff is probably over 10 years old.
Oh, that might be why, man. The activator may have deactivated.
Yeah. So worst come to worst, what I'm gonna try one more time is mix another little bit up and put a skin coat on and see if that'll help activate it. Kind of like doing resin for
And the trouble while it's tacky like that, you can't even knock it back. You can't touch it with sandpaper. You can't do nothing with it because it's in that state still.
Yeah, well, the only thing I could do is I could make a rail on each side and I could take it with the router. I got a big router bit for planing.
Yeah.
But at that point, I might as well just make it. Because what happened, it was too rotten down on that corner. So I had to cut 10 inches off of it because this was supposed to be an overhang.
That's right, for the breakfast stall bars. Yeah.
So worst case scenario, I fix it, All right, let's see. I'll write these down. Oh, this sucks.
I predict a riot. Mandy wants to know, can you take a blow dryer to it? I'm not sure what she's referencing.
I mean, if you jump in the car, I'll let you. Yeah, I got a mess going here because I don't think that I can even make these doors the same width. I think they're all going to have to be a little bit bigger. We'll see. I'm going to try it like this. Them fucking hinges.
Did they go from 21 to 22.5?
Well, the hinges are goofy. I never put these hinges on before. I bought them for my other house and I never made it that far. 16 and 5/8. We'll see. Let's see.
We know what you mean, Mandy. We're just playing with you.
20, 23, 15, 16.
Tom, that includes you too. Someone just has to tell me his reply. How are all my friends doing today? Tom, how are you doing today? Sergeant Kayla would wish to know.
It's always good.
It's always good. We're above the soil. It's good.
Always.
See you soon.
I'd be a lot better if I was done fucking with these cabinets, I'll tell you that much. So that is a 14. I'm also going to put on here which side the hinges are going to go. This one's going to be, I guess it don't matter on these ones. 17. Let's say 20. So the 14 has to have the hinge on. Oh, this sink is fucking me. Maybe I'll just make that a dead corner. That's always a possibility. And it doesn't matter which side the hinge goes on because you can flip them. I need to bring up, write that on here. Bring up a screwdriver. All right, we got what we need.
That's always the trouble, bro. The driver behind the screw.
Yep. Oh, I forgot this one too. Damn. Look at this goofy looking thing. What the hell?
What's going to go on with that?
And this one is
The top needs taken to the edge.
16. So I'll tell you what happened here. I was going to actually cut this down to here and then have it go like this kind of thing, just to have it different.
Okay.
And then I was going to put a bigger cabinet there. And then I thought, well, I don't even care. I'll just leave it. So I left it. And that's what it is.
You're a boy, aren't you? You're an absolute boy.
I sure like these big 8-foot sliding glass doors. So that's an actual.
Do you know something? That's right. Take us to that view because it completely ignores the fuck up of that cupboard. We know when you've got a view like that, who cares what damn cupboard you've got in there? We know.
That's a beautiful looking cupboard. Don't you fucking tell me no otherwise.
It is a beautiful looking cupboard. It's just a shame it's there.
It's only 5 different fucking colors, okay? It ain't no worse than all this.
There's nothing wrong with that, bro.
It ain't no worse than all this.
Listen, if it'll give a family happiness and togetherness and it brings the kids and that together and they can grow up and be strong, that's awesome. It's good enough, bro.
Yeah, all that, okay? All right, let's go down. We got what we need. Let's see if we can do it. It's easy.
Stephen Cruz says, Bristol lemon iced tea, fridge.
It's easy to create the list, okay? It's getting that fucking list done that's the challenge.
Oh, writing the list is 5 minutes, bro.
I mean, we could talk about it all day long. Let's see. We're going to go around and figure out what the fuck we got here.
Right, get the guitar out. Get the guitar and the beers while we talk about it.
A normal person would have a fucking plan, you know, but what are these? 19. So them are the 2 for the island. So them will be done. So all we got left are all these. I don't even have a drink in here.
There you go. We've got a reason for the cupboard upstairs. So when Sergeant Kayla visits you, bro, it's a head height bar for her. It's a bar she can finally reach. She's saying you can make it to a mini bar.
A short bus bar.
Whatever you wish to call it, bro.
What the fuck is this? This don't fit nothing right here.
I'm Tiny, damn it. I know who you are, Tiny K. Calm down, girl.
That was not even part of the equation. That was the first fuck up. So that's out. Okay, we got rid of that fucker.
It wasn't a fuck up. It was lesson number 1.
Oh, yeah. That. This one here is 18 and 3/8. So that could be this 17 and 5/8, I suppose.
We'll soon make it fit. Here we go. Bespoke. The price has just gone up.
Well, no, see, I had to make them all longer when I glued them up to get the edges flat.
You're damn right you do, bro.
So and then
Strawberry, vanilla, chocolate in that order. Yes, Steve. That sounds good to me. Yes, sir. Count me in for some of that.
These ones, I gotta make
with some strawberry juice.
So what do we got? We got that one. Check.
Strawberry syrup.
We got 2 16. That must be these 2. No, that one's different. Oh, we are way short, aren't we? This one is 17 and 5/8. So that could actually be that one then. Holy smokes. I'll go fucking right back to the house right now. That one's 16. So that could be that one. Where did I do? I lost a few. This big one might be something though. Let me see. Why do I got a shit show on my hands?
No. Oh God.
What is this? Wow. 24. So that could be 23 and 15 sixteenths. Okay.
Can't we just say 24?
Well, I'm just matching them up to the top piece, but yeah, basically, I think we're gonna have some fuckery no matter what. So.
Well, definitely. That's wood.
That's what happened. These things were all crooked and twisted. I had to cut them down because what happened was I cut these all to size, and then I got sick, so they sat in here at the end of winter there for a week.
Yeah, that's right.
And then they all bowed, and I was like, fuck. So then I had to cut them back down, and when I did that, to glue them back up, you can't glue them back up perfectly unless you got a jig to do that. So it's all chasing my tail around. Mama! So we do what we do. If I got to make a couple more, I got to make a couple more. In the meantime,
rhetorically. Mandy never believed the rhetoric.
Rhetoric.
No. Where are you? Come and stay close, baby. I'm coming.
You know, I don't know if it's the moon, but some of these women just are fucking on some bullshit. All right, we're going to put it on the goddamn it.
The Constitution doesn't stand in my country, bro, but I will plead the fifth.
Yep. All right, we're going to flatten all these. Oh, that's heavy. What am I doing? I'm going to drop this on the ground. Oh, mama. Oh, I dropped it.
It's not that we can see because your cameraman skills are non-existent.
That was more for the radio audience.
Yeah. We've got a perfect face for radio, eh? Wagwan. Sir Tomalot, do we have trouble in Houston?
Once I hear it hit the whole way, then we're done.
Yes, Monday. Okay, man. Yeah, she's good, Knuckle. Little Mo. Baby. Oh my god. You Little Mo. Mother trucker spraying shit over us. Yeah, that's right. Well, that's my view, guys. That's my view. Love the purple one. Big old bush next door. Little VW. Some nice roses growing that I planted. Here she is. Hello, beautiful. These are the roses that I planted for my nan, and they're just starting to. I can't see them in my own shadow. They're just budding now, but I'm suffering with green fly at the moment. But yeah, they're all going to come strong, man. They're all going to come strong. Look at that love heart. Pure love heart. Yeah, that's right, my little Josephine. Hey, my little baby. Look at that. Hey, that's right to all of you. It's Nicole as a flower. Beautiful and hanging with Andy. Where my foot is, my dog is.
All right. Well, we'll cut what we can, and whatever I don't got, I'll make at the end. You know, that's what that'll do. I'm gonna have to round these edges, though. I don't know if I've been saying things enough, but those hinges upstairs were the second issue I had. And because they sit so tightly, I got to actually put a round over on here. Otherwise, this catches the cabinet. And I've never had to do that before, but matter of fact, let's go up there with a screwdriver and see if we can adjust that one before we get carried away and make it actual dimension, and then find out that it was just needed to be adjusted after. We'll add just some of the problem with this is the fact that these hinges were kind of cheap pieces of shit, but we won't tell anybody about that. Let's go see quick. Damn. It might be a hodgepodge, but hey, it's my hodgepodge.
Exactly, bro. Back up, back down, back up, back down.
Give a guy a hernia. So look at these. This is not good. See how crooked they are?
Yeah.
And you can see the hinge back there.
See.
So let me see. See, right now it's too tight and it's hitting. So if I make that a rounded edge. But these hinges, you're supposed to be able to manipulate.
Screw them in and out to adjust them, to give them adjustment.
Yep, see, that one adjusted.
Tattoo appointment. Yes, that's what we're talking about today. Yes.
Oh, that worked. Tattoo appointment. I would love to get my son that didn't make it into the world. I would love to get his feet tattooed on my chest or my neck or something.
In your heart.
But see, this is the fucking issue. So the other thing I was gonna do, because if these don't stop warping, then I'm just chasing my tail. But what I could do is I could rabbit this side, and I could make a strip, probably this big. I could cut these down. That's why I'm not worried about the width of them right now. And if I cut this down and then I router that out, or I could biscuit a flat piece onto there, and that would keep that from doing that subtle warp. Because when you set these down on the table and just apply a little bit of pressure, it goes away. And I thought that it would be enough just to put the hinges in. See, they're soft closers too. They're nice.
Yeah.
They're decent hinges. They're just not the best. And then when you use a shitty...
They're similar to mine. Mine are these hinges.
Yep. The only difference is these have the soft close mechanism in them. See this?
Yeah, these are soft close, bro.
Oh, but those have the long end on them. See right here, you got a long
that's
end.
right.
And these.
And I've also got the soft closes on the drawers. But it is what it is,
Yeah. See, they're subtle differences, and if you don't,
if you don't notice and allow for it,
right. Well, I'm glad these had some adjustment in them. And see, that one is still way the fuck out, and the bottom's out here. You son of a bitch!
Mama!
You ain't been together shit. Ass cheeks been together.
Stop being spiteful. It doesn't suit you.
Hey, it's whatever, okay? Whatever.
And with the camera from here, you can see how that sticks out at the top. Look at that look. Come and look from here.
Fuck! You're standing in the wrong spot if it looks bad.
That's how it's got to be. You got to have that there, Tom. You need a magnet at the top, bro.
I'll just stand here and hold it, right? So my other thing was to rip these down and put a straight piece on, which wouldn't take a lot.
Almost like a picture frame.
Yeah. I'll just bolt a piece of fucking angle iron to the back of this son of a bitch. Yeah,
listen, just screw that damn thing closed. It's a blank anyway.
Right? No, this side I made. This side was for the garbage, eh?
Oh, we gotta have that. We must have the garbage drawer working, bro.
You gotta have the garbage, man. I ain't as good as I once was.
Now you see, when you stand here and look, that looks perfect, brother. Why didn't you do that in the first place?
I told you you're standing in the wrong spot. Yeah, she's got a wibble wobble to it. And I don't know that I can...
Maybe if you just push that bottom hinge out a little bit.
It's all the way.
Is it? Yeah.
This is just too... It's too fucked up. It's got a warp and a twist. And that's why I cut these down to get most of the warp out, but now it's got a twist. Fuck!
Framing it may be the way, bro. Framing it may be the way. What about an internal frame?
I bet I could call someone and have someone that knows what they're doing do it.
Oh, I haven't got any numbers like that. I don't know anyone that knows what they're doing. Everyone's faking it, bro.
Yeah, that bottom edge just tips out from here down. It cricks out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I got two options. Actually, I got one option. Cut these fuckers down and put a piece of cherry down that side. Because that would hold it, you know? Damn. Or I could even just use maple. It wouldn't look bad. It's just going to delay things again, but I got a month. Son of a bitch. Well, we'll see what ones need it. If these are all the same and I don't got to do these ones, then that will be fine. Because, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. I mean, when it comes down to it, I don't really give a fuck, you know? That's half the reason we're in this predicament to begin with.
Near enough is near enough, bro.
I'm telling you. But at least I know them hinges. See, I'll give you a straight down view of what we got here.
Yeah, I can see it.
See, that one's not too bad, but this side... See, can I get you a view? Probably not. Fucking
I can see it.
I mean, that little slight curve is all it takes to make it look a little goofy. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's got a fucking door, okay?
You know, when you switch the lights off, it'll look fine, bro.
It looks good from across the street, you know?
Exactly.
That's
it's
all
functionable. It's functionable. It looks tidy. Job's good.
It looks great from over there. The chicken's got no complaints. Damn.
Let's have a wee brew. Let's have a brew. A wee brew.
A wee brew. Well, you know what? We're going to drill these last two doors and see how them go up on there. Because then them four will be done.
Well, why don't we go and offer them up to it before we put the hinges in, just to see how they look.
How they sit on there?
Yeah. I know it's more up and down, but at least we'll know.
I was just going to say, you just want to see me go the fuck up there again.
You'll thank me later on. Listen, I'm not charging you for this, bro. You're welcome.
I already know how they're going to be because these ones were cut down a couple times. These ones actually are better than these first ones. The first ones always suck, don't you know? It's like a first girlfriend or boyfriend or your first car or your first fucking jail stint. You know, that's just life. The first one always sucks. Oh, we got enough. My battery's low now, too. Maybe I'll switch these. See, that one is beautiful. That one there. Yeah, these ones are really nice. Except for there. See, the same thing. I'll show you.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying now, though, bro. But now that we know that that's happening, we can align the hinges to compensate for that. Don't put your hinges bang on, just bring it in a little bit to compensate for the warp and hold it.
No, you can't. You can't.
Because it's on is it a jig?
Because it's warped. It's not bowed, it's warped. So either way, one side's gonna be off. Watch. See that? So this top edge is warped 3/8 of a frickin' inch. The other thing you could do is you could spray them down with water and then put them onto a
This is where you need your kiln, bro.
yeah, put them onto a flat surface. See, this is the best one. This one don't have no fucking wobble.
Well, why don't you just make them all like that one then?
Well, because I don't know how. Because I fucking am using this spalted lumber and I'm getting to the point where it's only good for big, thick shit. And I had to take these down so thin that it's really getting to be impossible to get the structure there. That's why if I cut them down the sides, I could put a good piece of maple or cherry in there, and then it would be fucking strong like bull.
That's right.
So
I very strong like bull.
I might have to do that. That's the only way I'm going to get that out of there. I don't. The twist though.
But then that puts another week on the moving in date.
No, she can move right the fuck in here with no handles, no doors, no nothing. Long as the hot water and the water works, we're good.
Absolutely, they got somewhere to rest their head.
All the rest is just to close your fucking shitty ass food in that you're eating, you know? We got all the drawers. I mean, really, this is the main thing, to have your drawers in for your silverware. Everything else is fucking extra. I'll have to raise the rent, you know, before it's even rented.
Right.
You know, that's what I get for trying to use a known problematic wood, you know? If I would have used all good lumber on here, not spalted. Spalted just means rotten almost to the point of non-usable. That's what I get for trying new things, you know? If I would have used all clear, good, solid wood, then I still could have ended up with this issue, but not as much as I did. But I got a remedy, and that is, like I just said, cut them down. You know, if I see these were run on the joiner, all four sides, so it's completely straight. But when you glue them all together in such a long distance, most cabinets aren't like this. They're this way with the glue up. So I mean, I went against the grain a couple ways here.
Mm-hmm.
But if I cut these down and put this in like that, then that's going to structuralize it. And even if I wanted to get fucking more stupid, I could even put a sideways in, you know, or across, or whatever. I mean, the options are fucking endless, but...
Lord, we're in the realm of making fucking gates.
Yeah, I mean, door is a door is a door. Kind of like a whore, but different words,
exactly,
letters.
But listen, a piece of wire and a damn bed sheet.
Yep.
Covers the gap.
Exactly. Oh. Exactly. Where are we at here? So we'll drill these hinges in, and maybe, who knows, these ones are good enough that the hinge might... That's what I was hoping on the other two, is that the hinge would compensate enough. But we'll drill these out quick, and we'll see.
Well, that's what I was saying. Hopefully you could, you know, drill it over 5 mil just to allow for that play at the top.
Well, I'll show you why we can't do that. And, well, and see, that's what the adjustment on these are for.
Yeah.
Because they can adjust in and out and side to side, and that's how you get your panels to line up.
Okay, good to see you go. Took a media, yeah.
But because of the mechanism in here, I mean, if I left this proud, it wouldn't do anything for us when you can really just do that on the hinge.
Right. Yeah, I can see it now. Yeah, I see it, bro. I know the ones now.
So the only correction I can do is with the panel itself.
We're doing hinges on cupboard doors today, Rick. We're doing multiple runs of stair trips up and down. It's good for him. He's got his steps in today, so we've got his heart monitor pressing every 30 seconds or so. So we've got him working hard.
We fake it till we make it, Rick. So this, you know what else I could do is I can move these hinges closer together, And that might help it a little bit with the bowing. Let me see. I'm gonna flip this light around.
Or
All right. So
I've seen that light before. Is that the one from the bedroom where you do your makeup?
yeah, that's the one where I powder my nuts.
You do make me smile. What a machine that is, Tommy.
Yeah.
They don't make shit like that now.
No. So if we do this, then we'll just measure over. I'll have to put a block in here. Well, I'll just stop it where I need to stop it, right? Yeah, okay, we'll do that. That's
Mama!
Mama ain't helping you now, boy.
Use a magnet strip on it. I said that, Rick. Make it sit flush, yeah.
So you just move this down.
I just said that. What did we say 10 minutes ago, Tom? I said you need a magnet at the top. And Rick O'Shea is saying I have a hidden cupboard with the same hinges. It was a bitch to adjust. I used a magnet strip on it to make the panel sit flush.
Yeah. Well, I'm not gonna do that. What I'm gonna do is probably rip down the sides and
put those panels in. And they would look nice too. Aesthetically, they would look nice and give it the strength it needs.
I need a button. Oh, you know what? Let's do the other one before we move this. Ah! Damn it.
Exactly what I suggested, Rick.
What's that?
Damn magnets, get away with it. But it doesn't matter when it's hidden. But our cupboards aren't hidden, they're on display, so they've got to be good. Tom's a builder, don't you know? He's just up here fucking around for our pleasure.
Yeah, it's whatever. These two panels don't even match. Whoops. So, yeah, I probably started doing this type of work in July of 1997. So however many years that is.
It's 28.
28 years. So I obviously have forgotten more.
27.
Round and round and round we go. Where she stopped, nobody knows. Let's see how close I can guess. I'm gonna say right there. Right there. So we need it to be 3 inches. Oh, 3 1/4.
You know exactly what 3 inches is. That's why you're so damn close.
Yeah, because I gotta fold that fucker in half all the time.
I hope you're on about your fucking first finger.
And I guarantee those holes are within 10 thousandths of each other. On the depth, anyway.
It's not always about the depth, you know.
Yeah, exactly. So, this one will go in there. This one will go in there.
Measure that, lad. It looks like it's made to measure.
Measure. What are we measuring?
Not 3 inches.
We ain't measuring nothing. If it looks good, it looks good, you know?
Exactly. If it's pleasing to the eye, that's how we got here, isn't it?
It can be small, but if it's cute.
Listen, if something wasn't pleasing to the eye at one stage, brother, none of us would be fucking born.
Right. Well, I don't know. Alcohol does a lot these days.
Exactly. It doesn't matter. You've got your drunken goggles on, it's still pleasing to the eye.
I mean, you hear it, you see it. All right, let's go put these up.
Righty. I'm going to just quickly fetch my cigarettes, bro. 1 minute.
Yes, sir. I'm going to make sure I got everything I need here. I think we do got everything we need up there, but hey, what's a couple fucking steps up and down the stairs? Ooh. Someone... A magnet? Come on, people. There's harder ways to deal with situations than just going for the fucking easy pick every time. You know, if I just went for the easy way all the time, I'd be done. And then where would the fun be? Then where would we be? All right, let me bring these up. I'm going to have to come back down here. Unless those are up there already.
Uncle Larry.
Uncle
I changed my name.
To Uncle Larry?
Before Uncle Larry.
All right, then. When I got out of jail, I was going to start Uncle Tom's Barber Shop.
I love Uncle Larry. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's good. I'd love to
Uncle Tom's Barber Shop, bro. You should know, you know, if you can do it, you can do it, man. And people come back and back because their fucking hair grows every damn day.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's, I actually went through a school and all that shit for it.
I know you are, bro. School of hard fucking nut.
It kind of turned out like these cabinets, you know? It just didn't fucking work. All right. Now I can't breathe more. We got to play that game again. They open and close really fucking nice. They just don't fucking seal up. I could get those little clips, like the old school ones that had the little grabber and the pointer, that female and male end. I could do that. Oh, I hate hearing myself breathe when I'm editing. It's like, bitch, get a fucking breath already.
Take your time, bro. Take your time.
I am. I do. Mama! All right, where do we got here? I do. Don't tell me how to live my life. Where? I gotta find the centering bit. Well, ain't that about a peach? I thought I had it up here. These bits are really nice to have because it's easy to drill off center and fuck your shit up.
Yeah, I've got a couple somewhere.
And I don't got them over here. Man, it's getting warm outside.
Yeah.
12:35. Do you guys have that over there where we used to have here, and we still might? You call the toll. You could go to a payphone and find out what time it is by calling the time lady.
Yes, yes.
At the toll, the time will be 7.
I'm not sure if we still do it, but it used to be. But you could when I was a kid.
Yeah. Here's the one piece. I could use this for the other, I guess. Oh, get your fucking shit together. This is like one of the pieces that fell out the skid steer right here. I don't think that's supposed to fall out just willy-nilly.
No.
Maybe it was built by the same guy that did the cabinets. Na 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 na. Oh, you know what? We're gonna bring this up there as well, and we'll do some of these on it because we definitely need some shelves in there too. Okay, we got it. We got what we need. Girl, you got what I need, but you say you're just a friend. I said, girl, you got what I need. Love that song. It's like the best. All his buddies told him not to do it too. Can you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
Fucking bums. Can't listen to them bums, man. You just can't. They're all haters. Haters. Haterade. All right. Here we go. Wish me luck.
Break a leg.
Let's put these on first. Mama just killed a man. So we got this. I don't know what happened to the big one. You say you're just a friend.
That's a nice little drill.
Yeah, this is a perfect little cabinet drill. Fit it in. It's got different heads where you can just.
Awesome. It even sounds angry. It sounds like it can do the job. Yeah, you know.
Oh, yeah, these little Milwaukees can do the business. And it's got a
Yeah.
magnet right here for in case your doors are too fucked up. You can steal the magnet out of it.
Uh-huh.
All right. Where did I put that? In my pocket. Yep.
You see, I've got a ton of that yellow shit. It's only been the past couple of years, really, that Milwaukee has really broke out in my country.
Yeah, I've had these. The reason I went to Milwaukee was because they were a 5-year warranty. And when you're a tradesman and you're doing it, you're putting together. I built my whole house with these Milwaukee tools before I had power back there. I'd charge them on the generator. So 4,500 square foot house with just Milwaukee tools sold me.
Speaks for itself, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doing fine, Rick. Doing fine, bro. As ever.
So they got a 5-year warranty. So I mean, you can't fucking beat that with a stick. Any fucking problem, bring it back. They either fix it or give you a new one right then. So I don't know if DeWalt does that, but
I think it's a 3-year with DeWalt.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I know when I first started in the trade, and there's still a lot of guys that use DeWalt, and I got a couple DeWalt tools. I just don't have a lot. Nothing battery operated anyway. But it's just like anything, you know. You start using one thing, and then you buy all that stuff, so the batteries interchange.
All the down the workshop. But just the jobs in the home. And so I've got this DeWalt set up there. I've got a couple of different ones down the workshop, but this is the latest one that I bought up here. I bought this about 18 months back. They're at 18 volts 5 amp.
Yeah, and that's the same fucking thing, you know. And then when guys would come to work for me, I'd tell them, you must own your own drill. So they would also buy, because then you could use my batteries too.
They've got the metal chuck.
A
lot of the DeWalt ones come with a plastic chuck. This one's got the metal gears.
Yeah,
the XR latest
drills. They're definitely good drills.
Yeah. I tell you what, worth having though, Tom. These. I know DeWalt don't write everything, but these little DeWalt sets.
Yep.
You know that they're awesome, man.
Yeah, they all start out that way, you know, until we start.
Yeah.
Lose a couple here and there, and then you end up with a big box like I got that has 50 billion little parts and pieces in it.
Yeah, I've got that down the workshop too, bro. I've got the same damn thing, you know.
I thought many a times I'm just gonna fucking throw all these bitches away and get a brand new one, and then I never do.
Hey, I didn't ever ask you because I've done a live that time from down my workshop, and I showed you all those old engineering tools and boxes and stuff that I've got from the skips from, you know, when I pick them up in my truck, and I see those in there, and I take them out and bring them home, man. Yep. They're from old men days, you know, them tools.
Absolutely. Well, I gotta go get the charger. I forgot about that.
They'd fit in well with your lathes and your drills, you know, milling and stuff like that. That's what they're all for.
Yep. Yeah, them are nice boxes, you know, and it's a shame to lose them or whatever. What the? Oh, fuck. My Tret's got a hold of me there. I always get carried away sometimes, you know. Get to building fucking cabinets fast.
Last year.
I wanna be. Please take me home. All right, you're not gonna be able to see this. We're gonna go eyeball it. We're eyeballing this shit. Oh, that's not.
You can't do anything else, bro.
It ain't gonna work no more on Maggie's farm. Yeah. Damn. Is that what it's gonna be? It's gonna be too much? Fuck. Same damn thing.
Now that bringing the viewers, my lady, if you was to do that, if you ask the artist permission to do it, maybe they don't want to appear on the camera, but if you did, that would certainly have your chat will be red hot, my girl. Nicole's on about going live when she's getting a tattoo today.
Oh yeah? Put it on the kitty.
She lights up the damn place anyway without them sorts of stunts, goodness me.
Oh, fuck. Well, what in the shit? I went off of that one. These fuckers have been getting for the whole damn time. This is not...
You're only doing this on here because you're getting us ready. If I was there with you alongside you now, at least we'd have each other to blame for this shit rather than the wood.
No, you know, it's like I said before. I knew the issues that were going to arise. I just wasn't logical with myself, because when I get sick, I just tend to not give a fuck about the actual consequences. And then I deal with them when I can. And because I am who I am, then I just fucking leave it for a month and then I don't give a fuck, you know? I don't know. I don't know if that was understandable or not, but
I fully comprehend what you're saying, bro, because it's the ups and downs of fucking life. And those with their eyes open in this world choose the battles or choose the beast we feed, man, and we prioritize them, and we do and truly know what is a priority this day and age, you know, and it gets a fucking grip of us, and it can be overwhelming.
Well, these are definitely going to work, but I forgot that I trimmed the back side of those cabinets, so I'm going to have to trim these ones too. Bastard. It's a bastard. Let me see how this looks though, real quick. See, and that's why I was going to round those edges, and then then I'd get around it.
Yeah.
I'm talking about here in a second.
And that's why I said let's quickly offer them up, you know.
So, yeah, those ones sit really nice compared to the last ones.
I can see that.
Just a little, not even enough to worry about at the bottom.
No, that's fine.
But you see, it's perfect, and then it dips out right where this fucking bullshit is. But it's good. But now, when we try to open it, it touches right by the hinge on the bottom and top. And I did shorten these hinges up to here and here, and that probably helped it a little too. But if I do this little round right here on this edge, on that back edge, then they will probably work perfect. But what I did on these other ones is exactly what I'm going to do downstairs. I'm going to bring these down. And I'm just going to rip off an 1/8 inch off that back edge.
Yeah.
And then it'll open up fine. So
looking good.
let me
Just a couple of more ups and downs, bro, and we'll be done.
My fucking knee's hurting now. Let's get this one on quick, and then we'll take it.
My nan would always say, "Yeah, but does your face hurt? Because it's fucking killing me."
Exactly. Oh, I can't even put this on actually. No, we'll take this one off. We'll go cut them quick. Matter of fact, I should just round this over and see if we can get away with that.
I would.
Damn. Yeah, but to round this over, I'd have to take this hinge off when I could just run this on the table saw. Well, no, I still got to round this over then, hey? Fuck! Let me look. Let me investigate this. So, yeah, I bet that round over would be perfect, wouldn't it? No, because then when it's opened up all the way, like this one. See, these ones I did cut down. That's why the round over isn't much right here. So, yeah, see how when it's open, it'll be hitting. So I'm going to have to cut it down. Because really, yeah.
We have an impediment.
Yes, son of a bitch, you.
And we can't have that on the snag list.
No snaggles. No snaggle tooths here. She's getting a tattoo, you say?
Yeah. Yeah, getting a tattoo on her arm.
And it's going to say, Andrew.
Oh, I highly doubt it.
It's going to say Andrew and it's going to think Tom.
Absolutely, every time.
Why you got to be an asshole? I got a video to post, but I don't know if I'm gonna post it. Oh, damn it! And it's of Robin freaking out on me yesterday when I was cutting my hair. And I thought, and I told her, I said, I'm gonna let you watch this first. But she was in a mood. Hey, I ain't fucking watching. Fuck you, man. You're an asshole, right? So I watched it, and I concur with myself.
That's the best damn sentence I've heard
But
today.
here's the thing, hey.
I absolutely concur with myself over it.
Here's the thing. She will not watch it because she fucking knows that she concurs too.
No, man.
So I might not post it, but maybe I'll send it to you on Discord.
Okay, bro.
Because it is funny, and I was calm as can be, but she just was in one of those moods, so I fucking snapped a little, but I told her, I'm so glad I caught that on video, you fucking little shit. But, because I don't get really mad until you fucking just keep pushing that fucking, I don't even care if you do this, but it's when you do this that.
That's right. That's right.
Gets me on my toes. All right, let's go cut these quick. Damn. I'm just going to go cut them quick, and I'll be right back.
Yeah, go, bro. Yeah, go for it, man.
Here, I'll point you at these expert fucking crooked cabinets.
They're looking good, brother. They're looking good. Maybe the bottom, oh, that's the opening side, isn't it? Okay. Oh, there we go. Walked over like a damn bridge. Cheers, everybody. Martini time. Cheers. Martini time. I can do tomorrow at some point. Okay. Bye, Kayla. Mind how you go, girl. And don't be drinking alcohol. Mama!
So, a long story short, she's lucky she's the best mom I ever knew to my kids. So she gets a fucking leeway there. See, now we cut that whole rounded edge off, basically.
You know, and the other thing is now, bro, you can't outrun her.
Huh?
Oh, mine. My nephew's come to see me, Tom.
Oh, well, we can go.
I'm live on YouTube.
I'm going to have these on in 2 seconds if you want to just wait for that or not.
Yeah, Rush is all right. He's a young lad. He's ex-military. He's been around the block a little bit, and he's come a little way to come and see his Uncle Andy.
That's awesome.
I had him come live with me when he was a kid because he was a kid with troubles, and they call it behavioural troubles these days. And he loved it here, you know. And after he came out of the army, he got bloody jailed with PTSD.
Oh.
And I was the first person he wrote to. He said, Uncle Andy, guess what's happened? I'm in here. And I'm sorry, and I love you, and I really miss your grilled cheese on toast.
Hell yeah.
And here he is, my sister's youngest. Well, my sister's middle girl. He was the youngest when I was in their life.
It's awesome to have people that look up to you, you know?
Well, he's here himself, you know.
Yeah.
You can
Well,
tell
and
me the
that's the
story.
thing. If people out there are willing to help themselves, then you can do something with them. But if they're not, then, well.
That's right. I'm in my 50s now, bro. I've calmed down a lot, and I'm not as strict and stern. I'm not half the size I used to be and everything. I used to be an imposing character, and I run a tight ship with my kids and stuff. And he appreciated the boundaries in my yard, man, and he still appreciates it this day. And he's nearly fucking 30 years old.
Hell yeah.
You know. And so it's just how it goes, man. As you said earlier, you know, reputation and things and all that shit. It just follows you and it precedes you and everything. It lingers.
Well, that's what it's supposed to be, you know. Respect is earned, not given.
That's right, bro. When he learned, I taught him that in my yard. You know, he come over here because he used to, you know, hit my sister, his mum, and so when he would lash out like that, I used to get my youngest daughter to come and apprehend him and sort him out. And I made him give her an arm wrestle, and he was older than her. And I made him give my youngest daughter an arm wrestle, Lucy. You've seen her on the camera. And she absolutely pulverized him and put him in his place. And he found his pecking order in my house, you know.
Just like wolves, you know.
It was right at the very bottom, bro, just under me.
That's why I always love the wolves, because they always, no matter what, you know, even when you get older, your fangs wear down, so you still got to end up finding your pecking order, but the respect is still there.
That's right.
And if you did your job right, you taught your young right, they're still going to take care of you and remember all those things, right?
Hopefully.
Where they learned it from.
Exactly. Back to my roots. Ellie, welcome in, girl. Good to see you.
And that's what this fucking government tries to take away from us. That natural pecking order.
That's why they agenda is to break the family asunder.
They want everybody to bow down to the dollar bill so they can have control.
Listen, when it goes digital, they'll have full control. Be able to switch your ass on and off when they want to. You alright then, sunshine? Not TikTok, Facebook, YouTube.
Right. It's all singing and dancing. Picked the missus up from work. She sat in the car like a good girl.
Is she?
She sat in the car like a good girl.
You bring her in. Just sit out there. It's hot. I'll drink her.
What? Sorry, Dominic.
No, that's not how we do the shit like that. It's equity. Equity.
Sweat equity. All right. Well.
I'll tell you something from here. That is looking fucking mighty fine, Tom.
Good enough, you know? Good enough.
Yeah, man.
We can tweak them a little bit, and that'll be that.
That'll be that. Put the handles on. The job's a good one, brother.
Yep. Bob's your uncle. All right. Well, you enjoy your family time, and I'm going to try to get something done here. And by that, I mean I'm just leaving all this shit on the floor and going to the beach. So I gotta go. Bro. It's my son's first baseball game tonight, so I might even start drinking when I get over there.
Oh Lord.
He does it every summer, but now he's in the minor fucking peewees or some fucking thing like that. So
Okay. Well, have a great time, bro. Thanks for having us on. It's been a pleasure as always, never a chore. And we'll catch up soon, yeah?
I concur with that. All right, see ya. Thanks
Everybody
for
in the
coming
chat.
on, Melissa.
Thank you.
All you guys.
That's all. Thank you all, everybody. May peace and love be with you. May you be loved and may you be loved. That's right. And all that.
All that. The gang sign right here. This is my gang sign.
That's fucking right, bro. See you in a bit.
Later.